Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Last outing for the Clippers. They won that game against the Celtics in Boston.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
Here's Sarr. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Vassell left side. Pass to Leonard. There's the pick. Over Sarr. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And here is Murray. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Thompson outside. Launches it. And Sarr pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Murray with the bounce pass. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Wizards now. Here's Sarr. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sarr's got his second basket.
And the more we see of Alex Sarr, I'd like to see more attacks at the rim.
Thompson outside. On the wing, Harden. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
Outside for George. Screen by Bol. Down low. And the dunk by Bol.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Murray, good.
Oh, that's a nice looking three there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
Harden outside. Out to Thompson. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Murray. Here's Thompson. A second chance effort. Porzingis can't hit. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Murray. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And getting the shot he wanted. Murray loves it from in close.
Leonard looking around. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Pass to George. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 4. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You've got to love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Clippers making a switch here. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Williams. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now Leonard. Still yet to score. Good.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
Here's Murray. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to Thompson. Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Now, here's Holmes. Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Castle. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porzingis. Leonard on the wing. Over Sarr. Kept alive. Pass to Vassell. Williams with the ball. Leonard on the wing. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Richaun Holmes.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Now, here's Leonard. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Porzingis high post. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's 10 points for Porzingis.
When he needs to get into that mid-range bag, Kristaps Porzingis feels super comfortable.
Pass to Beal. Baseline try. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Wizards lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Vassell. Nothing on the board. Right side, Leonard. To the wing right side. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
To the left side wing. Here's Castle. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Leonard. And the layup is good. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
The toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Beal gets a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Beal's got 5 minutes.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Thompson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Tries from 16. Again, Los Angeles.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Beal. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 7.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now, here's Vassell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Murray left side. Right side, Beal. Over Thompson. Here's Castle. Still scoreless. Good on the triple.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Left side, Porzingis. Shoots over Holmes. Porzingis can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Now is the time. Get well and welcome.
With some changes. Holmes, that's a screen. Ring shot on the way. And it's Carrington missing. Clippers leading by 3. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Batum. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Rick Saban. No good with the layup. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5 now.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Harden inside the three-point line. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here is Martin. He has yet to score. Pass to Powell. Over Oladipo. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Harden. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Murray, good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Harden outside. Baseline J on the way. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Well, if it's James Harden taking the mid-range, I'm fine with it. This guy is a 3-level scorer par excellence.
Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The rebound by Champagnie. Wizards trailed by 3. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Powell for 3. And Bull pulls it down. And so it's Washington with it. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, "I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart." Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Here is Harden after the basket by Washington. Batum inside the three-point line. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. Over Murray. Rebound by Murray. Washington trailing. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Martin wide open. He fires. They get it again. Back to Batum. Harden outside. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And, Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
The score now all even.
After developing much more as a scorer, we're seeing Murray with the ability to take the game over.
Here's Harden. He takes it in. Murray with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And it's Murray penetrating. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Bol. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Here's Murray following the basket by Nicholas Batum. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Wizards making a switch here. Outside, Beal. This one for three. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Guys, you love the patience when Bradley Beal is running the pick and roll. Doesn't rush, plays at his own pace.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Clippers trail. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi drives. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
Murray outside. Here's Beal. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard with the ball. He's got 11. Back to Thompson. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Clock at 6. Tries again. In the corner, Powell with it. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Fades and shoots. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Absolutely incredible what Kristaps Porzingis can do. He's over 7 feet. He's got an all-around game, and he's getting to every aspect of it right now.
Beal's shot is good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Leonard on the wing. Screen by Porzingis. From outside the arc. And Bol pulls it down. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And it's good for 2. Castle's got 7 points.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Vassell outside. Takes the 13-footer. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Wizards with the lead. Here's Carrington. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
It's almost too easy for the rookie. Sarr, he just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Now, here is Harden. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Here's Carrington. Still without a basket. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that will conclude a long 7-game road trip for the team. So it's the Wizards now. Here's Carrington. Outside, Beal. That 3 off the mark. It's a close game here in Washington. Now here's Harden. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Harden. Outside, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Thompson's got 5 now.
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from 3.
Beal. James Harden with the rebound. And here is Los Angeles now. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball for Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Here's Castle. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 10.
Listen, even average 3-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
To the inside. There's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Here's Carrington. Cans the shot from the wing. 1:46 left in the second quarter. Leonard on the wing. Crafty move. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
A minute 20 left in the first half. They set the screen. Carrington. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Thompson outside. Leonard on the wing. The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Into the lane. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Wizards shooting their first free throws here for the night. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Thompson outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Beal deciding where to go with it. And again, Washington no good. And here's Harden. He's got 12. Pass to Porzingis. Pulls up. That shot no good.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now Harden. Outside Leonard. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, you've seen Kawhi evolve as a facilitator over the last several years. Love to see him setting up his teammates.
Murray outside. Outside for Beal. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Pass to Leonard. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Leonard. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes back up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Harden's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. On the wing, Murray. Outside, Beal. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Murray. Harden missing his last shot. Murray, good. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
This is a shot Murray has down. He is such a graceful touch there on the floater.
Harden outside. Pass to Thompson. Vassell outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19. Another miss by Harden. Wizards trailed by 4. Here's Castle. He's got 10. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Song. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Alex Song. Harden with it. 14 points for him. Pass to Thompson. No good on the triple. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Left side, Beal. To the paint. Here's Bol. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Left side, Leonard. Lets it go from deep. From the corner, Leonard.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Outside for Beal. Pass to Song. Now here's Murray. Guarded by Harden. There's Beal with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Beal's got 15.
You talk about bailout options. There are few better than Bradley Beal.
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a three-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Outside, Porzingis. Vassell outside. Over Castle. And they recover it. Harden outside. Another shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
We know this about James Harden. If you want to force him to that in-between game, he is more than happy and content to take mid-range jumpers.
Castle misses.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Screen by Porzingis. Fires it up. Harden's shot is off. Wizards trail by 6. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions.
Give yourself a round of applause. Great job.
And the Wizards with possession. Oladipo goes in. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, Oladipo with that burst of speed elevates high off the drive to finish with authority.
Harden right side. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Harden. Fires from the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harden's got 20 points.
One of the great NBA players one-on-one in the history of the game, James Harden, has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
It's Beal on the wing. The wing jumper off target. Clippers leading by 6. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Now, here is Harden. 20 points for him. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s, Doris, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside, Beal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 19 points in the game.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Outside, Batum. On the wing, Thompson. Five on the clock. With some arc. Nice D from Oladipo.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, during his career, Oladipo has been a legit threat from deep. You have got to close and challenge that jumper.
Out to Thompson. Fires for three. It's hauled in by George.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Thompson outside. Back to Harden. Fires the three. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here's Diallo. He's got 6. Screen by Bull. There's Beal with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Beal's got 10 points in just the second half.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. Both teams making some changes here. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Can they get it? Leonard finagling one in close.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. Size, power, strength. To the cup he goes.
Carrington. Yurtseven with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Outside Williams. Williams double team. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Knocked away.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. In the corner, Powell with it. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Holmes. Here's Carrington. He has 7. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
Now here's Leonard. 19 points in the game.
And he shot the lights out in that first half, but seems to have lost some of his momentum after the break.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Carrington, that's good. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Up top, Leonard. He's got 21. It's good. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
We've seen this script before. Kawhi Leonard starts early and continues throughout the course of the night. Defense is in for a long haul.
Now, here's Oladipo. 5 points in the game. To the left wing. Holmes has a screen. Here's Carrington. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Leonard. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. For the lead. Up again. George controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll return shortly. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Carrington. Outside, Beal. Shoots over Powell. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
But Bradley Beal works so hard to find the opportunities on the offensive end. He knows he's responsible to carry the load.
Now here's Williams. Outside Leonard. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Powell with it. Now Beal defending. They get it back. Outside Leonard. Here's the 3. Cans it from downtown. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
The shot by Beal, no good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Leonard. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Leonard. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Clippers foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
That shot missing. In the corner, Powell with it. Over Beal. 6 to shoot. Leonard, that's for 2. Rebound, Washington. And here is Beal. Pass to Diallo. Back to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. No good that time. Clippers leading by 3. Back to Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 30.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Beal. And here's George. And they get it. The Wizards with another miss.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Outside Williams. Nobody near Leonard. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead. There's Beal with the three. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Wizards foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Up top, Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Martin. Drills the three-pointer. Martin's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this guy was looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Wizards trailed by 7. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Murray surveying the D. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Murray always working to develop a consistent jump shot. Looking good on that one.
It's Martin on the wing. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Clock at 6. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
Don't sleep on his athleticism now. Porzingis plays well above the rim.
Now Murray. Pass to Beal. Holmes, that's a screen. Beal with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Here's Castle. Holmes. It's Beal on the wing. The 3-ball. Drills it from outside. Beal's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Wizards.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Harden outside. Out to Porzingis. Thompson in the corner. A 3. The shot. No good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Murray outside. Shot from the wing. And Washington again with the bucket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now, here is Harden. You know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
That ties it up. Beal's got 33 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Harden. Shoots over Beal. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Murray outside. Pass to Song. Here's Beal to take the lead. Inside. Back to Bol. Nice ball movement by Washington. Sarr with it. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter, or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to pull this guy off.
Here's Los Angeles now. Now, here is Harden. And it's Vassell in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. Outside, Beal. Pass to Bol to take the lead. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here is Harden. Now Leonard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Castle. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one, his first turnover of the night.
Here is Harden. Pass to Thompson. Beal with the steal. In transition, here come the Wizards. It's Beal on the wing to take the lead. Castle misses.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
And he makes both. Free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Washington now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Bol. To the wing on the left. Here's Castle. And here's Beal to take the lead. Here's Castle. Deep two for Murray. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Al Harden. Outside, Porzingis. And he connected the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
And a wide open look for Shaw. Knocks down the three ball. Shaw's got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Harden up top. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Harden outside. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Leonard with the steal. Harden with it. And the layup falls. Harden's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, if you need a bucket, there's no guy you probably want more than James Harden doing his thing. Ball on the string. You need to score it. No problem.
Back to Murray. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. That shot off. Here's Washington. A 2-point game. Now here's Beal. To take the lead. Off target from downtown. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Guys, your thoughts?
And the defenders are going to be very cautious coming out of this timeout. The only way they can get 4 points is with a three-pointer and a foul. So I'm sure the D will just back off.
Beal from long range. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks.